Hello, fellow ministers of the gospel at Central Church. I'm Pastor Linda Stephan, and coming this July, I look forward to joining you in ministry as associate pastor. I am told that there are a few questions about me that people are curious about, and so I thought I would take a moment just to answer a few of them, a little bit lighthearted. The first question I see here is what my favorite color is. Well, I'm going to say it's that purple, but that bluish purple that's right when dusk comes and the light from the stars takes over as primary. Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't either. I have no idea what my favorite color is, and come to think of it, nobody asked. I just made all that up. Next question. Am I hip? How do I answer that question? I don't know. Next question. Tell us a story of a spiritually formative time in your life. I'm glad to do that. Right between high school and college, I was involved in a group that was doing a Bible study on East Bay Beach. And some of our other friends from high school who were a little bit older came over and joined us and invited us into a group that they had already formed that came to be known as Beach Reach. It was a group of people from around the region and many different churches and from all different denominations who came together that summer and for several summers in our college years to praise and worship together, to be on the beaches and support one another and encourage one another to grow in faith. We also spent a lot of time in the Central Church basement at that time because, as it turns out, Central Church paid some of my friends and peers to organize us and gave us a lot of opportunities to use the space and a lot of latitude to explore our faith together. So that helped me to grow as an ecumenical Christian. It's also absurd the number of pastors who have come out of that group. I'm probably the last one to join the flock, if you will. That also, I think, led me to be very interested later in life in more interfaith dialogue, to become, in later college years, a close friend to someone who is Muslim and who has remained a lifelong friend, and that we connect with one another because we both take our faith so seriously. And then many, many years later, when I had the opportunity to be reporter and producer at Interlochen Public Radio, I got to launch, together with Rabbi Hava Bailey and Pastor Jeremy Williams, who is Tamara Williams' husband, and Tamara once held the position of associate at Central. Both Jeremy and Hava helped me to launch a program on Interlochen Public Radio called Sacred Spaces, where local clergy and faith practitioners of many, many different faiths discuss their traditions from many angles. And I don't think there are many local communities that have an interfaith dialogue show monthly on their local public radio station. It was just a fantastic thing to be able to work on. Let's see, what else is here? How does a public radio reporter and producer and host end up with a call to ministry and becoming a pastor? How does somebody who loves her hometown and never wanted to leave it and who loved her work suddenly end up spending 3 years in seminary in Atlanta, Georgia and Stockholm, Sweden, and then taking a call to itinerant ministry and working in Williamston, Michigan, near Lansing? For the answer to that question, I am going to encourage you to ask it thoughtfully and carefully and to demand good answers from the Reverend Jane Lippert. because she told me when I sat in her office one day that she thought I had a call to ministry. And then later I went before a committee called the District Committee on Ministry, and Pastor Dale was chairing the committee at that time, and I said, I don't think I'm going to leave my job and become a pastor. And he said, well, then what are you doing here? It was a fundamental challenge that took me quite a while to answer it. But once I did answer it, and I've had the love and the wonder and the opportunity to serve in these last few years, I have also never looked back. I'm deeply encouraged about the opportunity to walk among you in this new role. I'm excited about the privilege and the opportunity. I'll see you soon.